Coming up, Garde. Join me for a private fencing lesson to learn about the equipment, the scoring, and of course, how to fence. Find out if farm living is the life for you at a local farm where you can visit the animals, pick produce, and more. Personal trainer Morgan Shapiro will teach you how to up your push-up game using a resistance band. All of that and more is today on SoFlo Health. Whew. Hello and welcome to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie and we're taking you 600 years in the past when civilians first began carrying swords. Their weapon of choice was the rapier, first introduced in Spain before spreading across the rest of Europe. Today the sword is mostly used as a decoration and representation of times gone by. But not here. Behind me is Ale Fencing Club, where the 600-year-old tradition of fencing is not only alive and well, but thriving. I'm going to go inside and meet Sasha, and you can watch this. I'm here at Family Farms in Davie to give us a little bit of the farm life experience today. And who better to do that than Robert Hoover himself, owner of Family Farms. Hey Robert, how's it going?
Good morning, Hunter. How are you?
I'm doing great. First of all, who's with us?
We have Daisy and Patches here, our two little ponies. They do lots of pony rides for the children.
So tell us about Family
great.
Farms. What happens here?
Here at Family Farms, we do the birthday parties, we do bonfires, we grow our strawberries for you picking and onions. We're a farm within our urban community.
And why is that important?
That's important both to us and to our community because we sustain life with the nutrition. The children get to learn about how the crops are grown, where they come from, and what farm life is really about.
Do you think that we could check out some of these beautiful strawberries behind us?
Absolutely. Let's go.
Well, I guess we'll find a place for them, huh?
Come on, girls.
Right.
Come on.
So we found a place for them before we head over to the strawberries. And Robert, seems we've got some other friends around. Tell me about this area.
This is Rocky. This is Rocky right here, a little boar. He's so precious. And then we have our rams and our goats and our tortoises. And over here we have our little piggies. They're real cute. This is an opportunity for the kids to come and interact with the different types of animals. These guys have been here with us for a long time.
All right, well, we've found a spot for them. They're gonna hang out here. And I guess, our friends here will also be here later on.
Yeah.
Let's head over to the strawberry field then.
Perfect, let's go.
Let's do it. Hey, Sasha, good to see you.
Hello, good to see you.
Good to see you. So tell me, what is fencing?
People call fencing physical chess. Fencing, of course, it's a sport, okay, but in fencing, it's not enough to be just strong and fast. In fencing, you have to be very creative. You have to create your strategy, your tactic. You have to count what is your opponent's next step, and you have to be smart and very, very creative with your strategy and tactic.
What does the name mean?
In fencing, we use French words.
Okay.
Okay, and referee say pre aller when the referee ref. Aller it means like go, fight. Also, I play with my name, which is Alexander Lepeshinsky. So I just combine fencing words, French fencing words, in my first and last name.
So you were made for fencing?
Yes.
But you like to be called Sasha, that's what your friends called you?
Definitely.
So that we're gonna call you Sasha for today.
Of
and
course.
I can't wait to learn more with you. And we'll show you all about fencing, but first, watch this.
Florida Blue, your local Blue Cross Blue Shield, reminds you that May is Mental Health Month.
When you hear the term cognitive decline, you may think of dementia or diseases like Alzheimer's. But cognitive decline is something that affects all of us as we age. Luckily, there's plenty that we can do to help stave off this age-related cognitive decline. Over the last few weeks, I've talked about working out your mind by learning something new, such as a new instrument or a hobby. And what you eat can also help. Today, I want to talk about sleep. Getting a good night's sleep is essential for your brain's health. New research has shown that a restful night's sleep helps remove beta amyloids from your brain, which are proteins that are associated with the development of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. To ensure that you get a great night's sleep, you'll want to practice good sleep hygiene, which includes keeping your room at a comfortable temperature, dark, and quiet. Having a great nighttime routine can help your body and mind prepare for sleep, so avoid drinking alcohol and caffeine too late at night, if not altogether, and turn off any screens at least an hour before bed, especially this one.
Sponsored by Florida Blue. What else can health insurance do? Learn more at floridablue.com/what else.
Resistance-banded push-ups for the extra burn and more fencing are after the break on SoFlo Health. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and we are still with Sasha, owner of Ale Fencing Club. And with any sport, you have to start with the basics, and often that's with the equipment. So that's what we're going to do. So Sasha, get us started in fencing with equipment. What do we need to know?
Okay, so first of all, let's talk about weapons. Okay, in modern fencing, we have three different type of weapons: épée, foil, and saber. You can hold this?
Sure.
Yes?
Yeah.
Of course. So what is different? First of all, blades a little bit different, guard a little bit different, and grips a little bit different, and rules different. So in our club, we use mostly sabers, this kind of weapon. Okay, of course, we have to be completely protective. Okay, so number one, mask. Okay, this is fencing mask. Okay, it's very safe, it's very strong. Okay, special material here, special material right here. Okay, this is mask. So also we use the glove. Okay, this is glove. Same. It's a special material here, which is protect your arm and your fingers, of course. This is glove. We just use one. If you righty, we use right hand glove. If lefty, left
hand
left.
glove.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay. Farther down. Jackets. We have two type of jackets. First, it's a regular material, just white jacket. Okay, and we call this lame. It's a special conductive material. Okay, it helps register score with score machines.
Very cool. And those are the basics to get started. So what do you say? I get suited up, and then you show me some more basics.
Of course.
Let's do it.
MyCare Medical is a senior dedicated physicians group that concentrates on diseases and conditions related to seniors. We're a primary care organization that's led by primary care physicians. Dr. Moskowitz's protocol fits in perfectly well because what he's trying to do is prevent people from going to the hospital. And that is about making sure that we have better outcomes for all our seniors that come to our practice. And that's a perfect fit for MyCare Medical, and he's a perfect fit for MyCare Medical because quality of life and caring for patients at a higher level is what we all aim to do.
Dr. Moskowitz, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
I understand you've been able to keep people off of dialysis. Is that true?
Absolutely true. Since 1994. Not going on dialysis is a big plus. Quality of life on dialysis, although there are dialysis units on every corner in every city, if you look inside, it's not fun. And to be able to avoid having to go to dialysis is a major improvement in quality of life.
So who should be getting a blood test and checking up on themselves for this?
Literally everybody should know their creatinine, just like they know their cholesterol. Every adult should know it, and actually every child should know it too.
Is this especially important for seniors?
It is vital for seniors. They're the fastest growing group of the population going on dialysis, and it's very easy to keep a 70 or 80-year-old, especially 90-year-old, from going on the kidney machine if they hear about me in time.
And how do you incorporate your findings and your protocol into your care here at MyCare Medical?
It's seamless. We know exactly what stage kidney failure everybody's in, and I'm being referred more and more patients in late-stage kidney disease and having success already in turning back their kidney failure.
That's lovely. And what does the outlook look like for somebody who's able to stay off of dialysis?
Well, they get a normal life. So instead of dying in 2 to 3 years, they get to live 20 more years.
Well, we thank you so much for all the work you're doing for My Care Medical and for all the patients you've been able to help. I really appreciate you spending some time with us today.
Hunter, it's been my greatest pleasure.
Of course. Is this you? Unable to finish your push-ups, or maybe you can't do a push-up at all? Good news. SoFlo Health contributor and personal trainer Morgan Shapiro has an answer for you. Okay, Morgan, so tell me, how can we make the push-up more easy or accessible for people?
So I have the perfect push-up hack for you guys, and all you need is one single mini band. So you're gonna take this band, you're gonna put it above your elbows to start. Not too bad, pretty easy. Now you're going to get in a push-up position on your toes, not on your knees, because this is going to give you the assistance that you need. And you're gonna go ahead like you're doing a regular push-up. On the toes, back is flat. We're gonna go down, and we're gonna go back up. So now what this is doing is this is ensuring we have proper form by keeping your elbows tucked. A lot of times people flare their elbows out. You can give me a few more reps. Elbows are tight. It's giving you a little bounce on the way up, so it really helps with that resistance. And then, since you have a little bit of help, you can take that time to ensure you have proper form everywhere else. You're not struggling with the upper body strength, so you're able to really brace your core, work on keeping that back flat. How do you feel, Hunter?
Good.
What's the difference?
It's a little bouncy off of, you know, typically when I do a push-up, I bring my chest within millimeters of the ground,
right,
because I've done this a million times.
Right.
I can see how for people that don't do push-ups all the time or maybe struggle with them, this is a nice little bounce on the way back up that gives you assistance and alleviates some of the stress off of your joints. And like you said, people that flare their elbows out, like I've been doing push-ups. I was an ROTC in high school, so I've been doing very strict push-ups for a long time. So for me, I don't notice the cue as much, but it's a similar concept to when we've done it around the knees for squats and things like that. Because when I've done squats, my knees tend to collapse. So having the band gives me a little bit of cue, like, hey, make sure you hold out here.
Absolutely. So it's that cue to keep the elbows tight, and then also it helps with the bounce up, and I think mentally it also helps too, knowing that when you get to the bottom, the hardest part of the movement, you're gonna have a little push on the way up. Mentally sets you up a little bit more confidence, and you're ready to just pump out a few more reps, and before you know it, you're gonna be able to take that band off and do push-ups on your own without the band with proper form.
Yep. A long time ago, Justin Seidman gave us some different progressions of the push-up. You've given us progressions of the push-up over time. And this is just another addition to that tool set, that if you want to go from maybe the single leg push-up or from the knees, and you're trying to work up to a full push-up, but you're not quite there yet, this is just one more step closer. That's still a little bit harder than some of the easier versions of the push-up. So
absolutely.
Love it.
There's always a way.
I've upgraded my attire. We went through the gear and I'm now wearing it, and I'm hooked up to the machines that take the points that we talked about earlier. So now the only thing left to do is to learn. So Sasha, where do I start?
Okay, first of all, you have to know how to hold weapon. Fencing is an art, and you have to hold this like a pen or pencil, not like pipe, like metal pipe or something like this.
So not like this.
Yes.
Like this.
Just in your fingers. Yes, because you have to operate with your blade with the fingers. Okay, you have to able to make very, very details moving, and you have to put your blade exactly in target area, which is open in your opponent. Okay, this is about saber. About target area. Target area is everything up to hips. You can see this by conductive materials. For example, if I'll make connection with this area, light goes on. Okay, so for example, if I make this, green light goes. If you make this, you can try this. Okay, red light goes. So, almost done, but fencing position.
Okay.
But before we start fence, we have to salute each other. Salute is a sign of respect. Of course, we have to respect each other, right?
Yes,
like
of
a
course.
party.
I hope so.
So, we have to do it like this.
Okay.
First of all, you have to stay behind start line. And we have to put legs like this, heel to heel, point down. Okay, now, blade up. And extend your arm. Yes, this is a sign of respect. It means I respect you and you respect me. If on a tournament we have referee or audience, for example, Olympic game, first we have to salute partner, we have to salute referee, and we have to salute audience.
City life or farm life? We head to Las Olas and back to family farms when SoFlo Health returns. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie. I know you can't tell right now. That's Sasha, and he's got us suited up, and we're ready to fence. And then he's going to show us what he talked to me about during the break.
Okay, I'm Garde.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Fence. Aggressive, aggressive, aggressive. Don't be afraid. But again. So in fencing we have two basic actions. It's attack actions and defense actions. I go in attack and I see this target is open. I can try go this way. Or mask is open. I can go this way. Or, for example, this side is open. I go this way. But person who is in defense, it's a little bit different purpose. If your opponent attack, you have to block this. Let's go, block. But after block, immediately make a touch. Yes. Okay, also, if I try get your bust, you block this and immediately touch. And I go this way, block, and immediately touch. Okay, this is basic, simple rules. Of course, rules are much more complicated, but for beginners, it's enough.
Okay,
Let's try again?
Yes, so let's try again. I'm going to practice this a little bit, and then we'll see you after this. All right.
I'm Garde.
SoFlo Health's Healthy Travels, sponsored by GBG Travel.
Hey South Florida, I'm Jenna Mark right here on one of the most popular places in all of SoFlo for both tourists and locals alike. Come with us, we're going to take you on a tour of Las Olas Boulevard. Las Olas Boulevard in the heart of Fort Lauderdale has quite a lot to offer. Everything from fashion boutiques and art galleries to memorable restaurants, sidewalk cafes, and bars. It's one of SoFlo's most architecturally unique, authentic, and eclectic shopping and dining experiences. You can spend the day strolling the boulevard, watching people, eating great food, and just generally having a great time. Las Olas Boulevard stretches from the beach at A1A, lined with palm trees and beautiful people, rising over the fabulous intracoastal waterway, and has magnificent views of spectacular homes and amazing multi-million-dollar yachts. Whether it's good food, fun in the sun, shopping, arts and culture, water views like this one, you can get all that and more right here on Las Olas. See ya.
SoFlo Health's Healthy Travels, sponsored by GBG Travel.
Robert, why am I holding onions besides the fact that I asked to hold the onions?
We grow them.
You grow them?
Yes, sir.
And can people pick them, or do you just grow them and
Nah,
provide
they
them to
sure
the public?
can. They're sweet yellow onions. We've got red onions also. And we grow them in with the strawberries. It's just a benefit for the plants, and also it saves time and space.
And of course, we are standing in one of your strawberry patches. Tell me about the strawberries.
Let me tell you guys, there's nothing better than a sweet red strawberry. There's nothing better. We grow them, we don't use any pesticides, no herbicides. They're sweet, full of sugar, and ripen on the vine.
And we love that because it's the healthy kind of sugar that you can enjoy without as much guilt. And why do you think it's important for people to come out and pick their own onions or strawberries?
These plants are growing from the soil. We grow with no pesticides or herbicides sprayed on our plants or on the berries. And it requires a lot of attention and a lot of care. And when the people come out, it's an educational experience that you just don't get anywhere else unless you're on the farm. And then you're able to understand that every single one of them requires attention and care. And then when you understand that, you appreciate the food that you eat. Family Farms is for the families, adults, children, for everybody that wants to enjoy a quality life and understand the whole package. They come out here and they spend their time, and it's enrichment for the children, that they get to see it and experience it. It just doesn't come out of the package. Number one, it's a very healthy product that the people get to enjoy for the nutrition of it, and it's just a great time also.
What would you like people to walk away from here having learned or think?
I'd like them to walk away with the realization and the appreciation that Farming is a part of our life that sustains us, just like every other atmosphere or elements such as the housing communities, the shops, every other element. Farming is also part of life that is required, and I want them to understand that and appreciate that as well.
Yeah, when you go to the supermarket, you pick up your produce, it came from somewhere like this, and you're nice enough to spend the extra time to allow people to enjoy that process themselves as well.
It's my privilege to share with the people. It really is. When I see the smiles of the people or the enjoyment of the children to come out and to enjoy, whether it's the strawberries or the animals, and to make those connections, it's a privilege of mine to be able to share that with our community.
Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie. And see, I'm still here fencing at Ale Fencing Club with Sasha. There's no stunt doubles here. So I'm gonna put my mask back on. And of course we have to salute.
Of course, we have to show respect to our opponent.
And then to the audience, which is you. And I'm ready for one last round.
On guard. Ready? Fence. Nice touch, nice touch.
Well, I appreciate you making it easy for me. Like, come on, get me here. But clearly, this is just the very beginning of fencing.
Of course.
But it's something that's pretty easy to get into, so much so that I was surprised after we learned that first part. I was like, is there more? He's like, for the beginners, this is enough. And I'll tell you, from a physical standpoint, we've only gone back and forth a couple of minutes here, and I am sweating, breathing a little heavy, but it's actually a lot of fun. And I think it's something that a lot of people could get into. And if people want to learn more about you and your fencing club, where can they go?
Yes, of course. You can visit us on website, Ale Fencing Club. This is our website. Okay. Also, we have Instagram, Facebook page. Welcome, learn, contact us, and we'll be happy to see you.
Well, Sasha, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I've got just a couple of words for you, and that is thank you so much for watching this week's episode of SoFlo Health. I really appreciate Sasha and the time he spent with us so that I could learn how to fence. It's been a fun experience. As always, you can watch previous episodes of SoFlo Health on SoFloShows.com. You can follow us using @SoFlo Health to share with us what you're doing to stay healthy. And until next week, it's goodbye, good health, and of course, on guard. Next week, the Special Olympics are in our time slot starting at 12 p.m. But SoFlo Health is back June 12th with classic cars, delicious food, and more. We'll see you then.